Oh, it comes at me just, I can't do it. For those of you who don't know that, today's video is a get ready for me because I'm going out, but also a bit of a tutorial on how to keep your makeup on longer, especially in hot weather, and just how to make it last longer in general. All of the makeup that I'm using, I've provided a drugstore and a high-end alternative as well, which I'm going to try and do with all of my makeup tutorials or videos when I mention products now, just because I think it's always nice to have another option. So this is the makeup look, I guess. I hope you guys like this video and let's get started. Okay, so the main way to make your makeup last a little bit longer in general is to start off with a really good base, and that's sort of using a combination between a great primer and also a really good sort of long wearing foundation as well. I am going to be using the Nars primer, and this is the Radiance Enhancing Pro Prime. So it's got an SPF 15 just because it is incredibly hot outside. I want something that's obviously going to give me a bit of sun protection as well. Once you prime your face, you want to make sure that you're going to use a really long wearing foundation. So I would recommend either the Stila Stay All Day, which gives you more of a matte finish, but I find that it just lasts all day. It does exactly what the name suggests. Or like a drugstore or chemist pharmacy alternative, I'd probably go for the Revlon Colorstay. Really long wearing as well. I'm going to use the Stay All Day today. So by buffing the foundation into the skin, you'll find that it will just sort of sit on the skin a little bit better. It gives you more of like a flawless finish. So I'm just building up the coverage a tiny bit in the center of the face, so just in the sort of the cheek area and nose, a little bit on the forehead and a little bit on the chin. That's generally where you'll find the makeup will tend to come off first. So by putting a little bit more product just on those areas, it's sort of going to make the makeup last a little bit longer as well. So I'm going to go in with the concealer as well, just to even out the skin tone. I'm just going to pop it in the corners of the nose. Generally, a bit of extra redness tends to come up, a little bit around the mouth as well, and under the eyes to get rid of any dark circles or discoloration. So I'm just using my Ellis Faas concealer. Another really good alternative that's really long wearing is the Revlon Colorstay concealer, which I have with me. Just here is a really good one if you're wanting a little bit more coverage and you really want your concealer to stay all day. And warming it up with your finger will sort of melt it into the skin a little bit more as well. What I'm going to do now is set my foundation. You can either go a translucent powder, which isn't going to add any coverage. It's going to take away any excess shine and sort of mattify the makeup, make it last that much longer. You can also go in with a sort of like a pressed powder. Australis Fresh and Flawless is really good if you want to add a bit of colour, a bit of coverage, which is going to make it last a little bit longer. So the reason why you set your foundation with a powder is it almost acts as a bit of a barrier for your makeup. So it's going to stop the foundation from transferring onto anything else. Also, another really good reason to set your foundation with a powder is that it sort of creates something else for any of your powder products to blend into, if that makes any sense. So your blush, bronzer, highlighter, if they're powder products, it's going to give it something to blend in with, so you can really blend it out so it's nice and flawless. So I'm going to go in with an Hourglass powder. Hourglass has got light reflecting particles in it, so it's actually going to help to even out the appearance of my skin tone, and it just gives you the most beautiful glow. If you want more of a matte finish with no glow, then the Fresh and Flawless is a really good idea as well. I'm just going to go in with a nice big fluffy brush. This one here. Just pop that all over the face. So pretty much that's the main face element to making your makeup last a little bit longer. Next up, I'm just going to do my normal face kind of routine. So a bit of bronzer, a bit of blush, a bit of highlighter. You can just do that as normal. So I'm actually going to use the natural bronzer from Rimmel. I haven't actually used this before. I bought this one today as an alternative to the Laguna bronzer, but it looks like it's completely matte, which is a massive bonus. And tap off the excess, starting the temples, underneath the cheekbones, and then underneath the jawline. Sort of a good little rule for bronzing. That's quite nice. On you, Rimmel. I really like this. In the viewfinder, I kind of look a little bit like an Oompa Loompa, but in the mirror, it looks okay. Oh. I'm then going to go in with a highlighter just to give my cheeks a bit of a glow. This is Copacabana from Nars, and it's called. It's like the multiple. Really good for putting on the top of the cheekbones just to give you a bit of glow. Dun, dun, dun. You can sort of see, nice and glowy. A little bit on the forehead, tiny bit down the centre of the nose. And Cupid's bow. I'm just going to pop on a little bit of blush as well. So this is the Paparazzi Perfect in Blush It. I'm just going to use sort of more of the lighter pink and bronzy kind of colours. Beautiful. Eyebrows. So I'm going to start by brushing the brows into place. This is the Hourglass Arch Pencil. Really, really good if you want your eyebrows to stay in place all day. It's a waxed based pencil, so it's actually going to help to hold them in place, so you don't really need to go in with like a brow gel or anything like that. The alternative to this one is the Essence powders. I'd probably go over the top with a brow gel for that one. I know Essence has one as well. Just because it's a powder, it's not going to keep the hairs in place, so if you have unruly eyebrows that go wherever they feel like, maybe pop a brow gel on there and that will help to keep them in place. I'm going with my brows, just filling them in as normal. Cool, now that I've got eyebrows on, I'm going to get stuck into the eyes. If you are wanting to make your eyeshadow last a little bit longer throughout the day, or a lot longer really, I'd go in with an eyeshadow primer. Really good one from Australis, which is the eyeshadow primer. And there's also one from Nars as well, which is called the Smudge-Proof eyeshadow base. This one here in the little white tube. Really, really good if you're looking for more of like a high-end sort of primer, but the Australis one does a really good job as well. You only need a little bit, you just rub it in with your finger. And a really good alternative to just eyeshadow that's going to make the eyeshadow last even longer is by using a cream eyeshadow rather than a powder eyeshadow. Or if you want to be really fancy, going in with a cream eyeshadow and then a powder eyeshadow. Or a primer, a cream eyeshadow and then a powder eyeshadow. And your makeup ain't gonna budge. Like, it's just not gonna move. Ones that I really, really like are the Terry eyeshadow sticks. These are called the Ombre Blackstars. The colour that I'm gonna use is in Misty Rock. If you want an alternative, the Maybelline colour tattoos are very good as well. In terms of their consistency, they're going to do the same kind of thing. So they're going to help to, or they're going to keep the eyeshadow there a lot longer, and it's going to stop any creasing as well. So I'm just going to go straight on with this one. And this is my go-to. Can't be bothered doing anything today. Seriously, it's the days where I just can't bother putting makeup on, but I have to. This is my lifesaver. A little bit underneath. Blend. Then to really make the eyeshadow stick, I'm going to go over with a loose powder. You can use a pressed powder obviously, but I sort of find that the look that I'm going for, I want quite a shimmery, bright, out there look. I'm using the Bare Minerals loose powder, and this is in Celestine? Celestine, I think that's how you say it. Just getting a high application brush and then pushing it into the eyeshadow. Rather than doing sweeping motions and then getting all of the sort of shimmer everywhere, by pressing it into the product, it's just going to make it stick so much better. And you can sort of see the, oh, I don't know if you can because I'm quite far away, but you can sort of see the difference between the two. Just going in with my gorgeous True Taupe, just in the crease. Then blend. I'm going to go in with a darker colour on the outer corner, which is Nars Barley. Just in the crease in the outer corner. We're then going to go in with a liquid liner. Now, if you are going to wear a liquid liner or any kind of eyeliner, make sure it is waterproof. If it's not and it's hot and you want it to last, or you have oily eyelids, it's going to smudge. It's not just going to stay there by itself. Really, really good liquid eyeliner is the Stila Stay All Day. I love their liquid eyeliner in Intense Black. Oh, that's very wonky. Oh, I really like this one. You know when you do an eyeliner and you're like, oh, I did such a good job, and then you do the other one and you're like, oh, I did such a good job. And then you look closer and you're like, no I didn't, really didn't. Ooh, it's tempting. It's tempting to fix, but I know I shouldn't. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. That's all I can say. I fixed it! Mascara. Same kind of thing. You can go in with sort of either a waterproof mascara, which is a yuck to get off, but you can also go in with the tubing mascara, which it doesn't smudge at all. It's really easy to get off, but it doesn't smudge. It just, when you're taking it off, it comes off in these tiny little tubes, these tiny little bits. Kevyn Aucoin, the Volume, and the curling mascara. Awesome, 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 awesome for a tubing mascara, but I'm going to pop on the Scandal Eyes from Rimmel. Haven't actually tried this one before. I'm putting it on now as we go. Could be a horrible disaster, but I'm sure it will be fine. Probably should curl my lashes, but I don't know where my curlers are, so I'm not going to. It's a commitment for you guys. It's a big freaking brush. You wouldn't want to miss your eyelashes, I'll tell you what. No eye left. Okay, so I popped on the mascara and yeah, it's alright. It doesn't give me as much volume as I wanted, but it'll do. Lips. So, I'm going to go in with one of the Hourglass liquid lipsticks, which are these ones here. 16-hour wear, phenomenal. You can eat, drink, it just doesn't come off. It's so good. How cool is that colour? So cool. So as you can see, that's just given me that extra bit of colour, but it goes on as a liquid and then it dries as a matte kind of finish. So it just, once this is set, this is not going to budge. If you do have dry lips and you do want to keep them quite hydrated, or you like a really glossy effect, I definitely go on with some more lip balm over the top. What you can also do as a sort of a final step to make sure that your makeup's going to last all day is... Where's my setting spray? Where are you, Fix Plus? Once again, very prepared. You can use a product, I feel like a news anchor or something, just in breaking news. Freak. You can go something like Final Seal, which is only $12. You can get it from a place called Hub Makeup in most main cities, I think. Otherwise you can order it online. So Final Seal Matte Makeup Sealer from Ben Nye, $12 for this bottle, but that'll last you quite a long time. Really, really good to set the makeup. It doesn't give you a matte finish. I'd say it even makes it more, like it makes your makeup look a little bit more dewy even. I don't know, but it looks awesome. Sort of spray that on your face and sort of set your makeup and make it last forever. The other product that you could use is MAC Fix Plus, which is really good. A nice sort of hydrating spray which is going to help to lock in the makeup. Not as long wearing as this one. And you've also got one from Australis as well, which is pretty good. That is it for my video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. There'll be a little subscribe button just after this. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day and I will speak to you in my next video. Bye! This is what I have to go through because I don't have family members at home at the moment. They're killing me off. No, this is my setup for stacking boxes on boxes and then focusing. Yeah, that's what my life has come to. So high tech. The one time I can raise my eyebrow, how come I can't do it now? I can't do it! This room is getting hotter and hotter and hotter. Kind of, oh, I've got all my teeth. How long has that been there for? Oh my god. So shiny.